Civic Education Year 4. Topic: Ethnicity. In this lesson, you will learn about ethnicity. Let's begin. Have you ever wondered why do people discriminate against each other? If you are thinking about the word discrimination, it simply means the unfair treatment of a person or a group of people based on unfair judgment. Here's another question you might have. Why do people disagree over resources and settlements, such as land disputes and so on? Why do people find it difficult to share and enjoy equal opportunities? There's also the question that some people think about. Why can't I live or work anywhere? These are all tough and difficult questions to ask. What goes through your mind when you meet people with different cultural factors such as their place of origin, language, and nationality? We will find the answers to these questions as we go along in this lesson. As we continue, let's learn from the short story. Once upon a time, Sadia, Chinedu, and Aderonke attended the same school. The three participated in one of the weekly debates in their school. There were other schoolmates from across the length and breadth of Nigeria, the north and south. The theme of the debate for that week was My Culture, My Pride. Two of the debaters, Sadia and Aderonke, argued that their culture was the best compared to other cultures. They gave reasons such as the way they dress, the food they eat, their festivals, and languages they speak. On the other hand, Chinedu, the third debater, surprised the audience by saying no culture is superior or inferior to another. There are similarities in people's culture that should be appreciated. Chinedu said further, it's better to work together, live in peace and harmony with people from different backgrounds without any form of discrimination. He added that this was the way to build a nation. Other students in the hall gave Chinedu a standing ovation. Because of his speech, Chinedu emerged as the winner of the competition. That was an interesting story, right? I think it was. You must have seen a group of people speaking the same language, sharing the same culture and values or traditions, and wondering what it is all about. Well, that is simply ethnicity. You can refer to these people as an ethnic group. They belong to a social group that has a common cultural tradition, language, ancestry, history, society, nation, or social treatment within their residing area. From the way we have described ethnicity or ethnic group, can you tell the ethnic group that you belong? The people you share common similarities with are members of your ethnic group. There is no one without an ethnic identity. Nevertheless, it is in the best interest of society to prevent ethnic discriminations from affecting inter-ethnic interactions. In other words, don't discriminate or neglect others because they don't speak your language or because they have social orientations different from yours. What are the causes of ethnic rivalry? Would you like to find out? That's great. Ethnic rivalry takes place when an ethnic group acts and promotes its interest in a way that could damage or neglect the interests of others. There are several causes of ethnic struggle. We are going to learn about some of them. The first is discrimination. Discrimination. The act of making unfavorable distinction for someone based on ethnic group, class, or society to which they belong is one of the causes of ethnic conflict. Any unfair treatment of different groups of people, especially on the grounds of ethnicity, is discrimination. You should not discriminate. You should treat everyone with respect, including those who have social, religious, or traditional qualities that are different from yours. A different cause of conflict among ethnic groups is lack of trust. When there is no trust for people from another ethnic group, people feel insecure and lose interest in other people. Lack of trust is one of the reasons people living in more diverse areas have less interest in voting, volunteering, and supporting each other. In other words, differences in languages, beliefs, or cultural orientations seem to be linked to both feelings and behaviors that threaten a sense of community. We need to acknowledge that living alongside people who are different is desirable, and there shouldn't be mistrust in our relationship with others. Another cause of ethnic conflict is nepotism. Have you ever heard the word Nepotism? Well, let's look at what it means and how it contributes to ethnic struggles. Favor granted to relatives or to others because they are from same ethnic group is nepotism. Any form of deprivation done to others in business, politics, and society to favor those you have family relationship with is nepotism. The unfair use of power to get jobs or other benefits for family and friends can cause ethnic conflict. It is, however, good to practice fair distribution of benefits among different groups. Illiteracy is yet another cause of ethnic conflict. When people are ignorant of important information, they behave in an unacceptable manner towards another ethnic group, and thereby causing ethnic tension. Knowledge about the culture, traditions, languages, and beliefs of people from other ethnic groups will enable people from different societies to appreciate their common similarities and live in peace. The last cause of ethnic struggle is resource allocation. When resources are not distributed equally to meet the needs of different ethnic groups, it can lead to conflict. It is the function of the government and society leaders to ensure even distribution of resources irrespective of ethnic backgrounds. Now, let's remind ourselves what we have learned in simple points. A social group that has common cultural tradition, language, ancestry, history, and society. That's ethnicity. B. The people you share common similarities with are members of your ethnic group. C. When an ethnic group promotes its interests in a way that could neglect the interests of others, that's ethnic rivalry. D. Making unfavorable distinction for someone based on ethnic group is discrimination. E. When resources are not allocated equally among different ethnic groups, it can cause conflict. Well done! Just before the lesson ends, let's take a quiz. The quiz will help you know how much you understand. Ready? That's fantastic. Let's begin. Number 1. We describe a group of people having the same language, culture, and values and traditions as what? Yes, that's correct. We describe them as an ethnic group. Number 2. Any unjust treatment of different categories of people, especially on the grounds of ethnicity, is called? Yes, discrimination. Number 3. When people feel insecure or lose interest in people from another ethnic group, it is called what? Absolutely, lack of trust. Number 4. Favor granted to relatives or to others because they are from same ethnic group can be described as what? That's nepotism. Correct. Number 5. It is the function of the government to ensure even allocation of what among ethnic groups? Fantastic. Resources. Indeed, correct. Well done. Let's look at some new words we've learned today. Discrimination. The unjust treatment of different categories of people, especially on the grounds of race, ethnicity, age, or sex. For example, the president advised Nigerians to avoid all forms of discrimination in the appointment of people into public office. Nepotism. The practice among those with power or influence, favoring relatives or friends, especially by giving them jobs. For example, the years of the former director were marked by nepotism. Ethnicity. The state of belonging to a social group that has common national or cultural tradition. For example, the people living in the village did not allow ethnicity to divide their common interest. Now it's time for memory tag. I am from the north. I am from the south. First thing, we are one. There is no difference. Don't discriminate. Live in harmony. Trust each other. Diversity is our strength. I hope you learned something new in this lesson. I'll see you in the next lesson. Bye.